Hello and welcome to the Mike from LA1 channel here on YouTube, and welcome back to the dun kicked in the nuts My Player series here on YouTube. In the last episode, he actually got traded from the Washington Wizards organization to the Atlanta Hawks organization. And in this episode, he's ready to take. But first, let's see who's interested in him now, even though he just requested a trade. It's the Denver Nuggets. They're the only team that is interested in him right now. And in this episode, we'll see him take on Orlando again. Even though he chose the Hawks, and yet look where the Wizards are now, 8-20. So they're the odds-on favorite to getting the #1 overall pick again. As you can see right now, they are. On a. Now they're on a 2-game win streak. Now they lost, and now they're on a losing streak here. Now they're on a winning streak. Now they lost. Now they won, and now the Hawks are 25-24, barely above 500, but it's not good for kicking the nuts because their Magic team is 32-17. So that surely is not good. And that right there is not good. That is surely not good, but you'll see him put on the road uniforms for the very first time. As right now we're visiting the Amway Center. As the Hawks.
Looking forward to the weekend. Great to have you with us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Curry.
We're kicked in the nuts as Elton Brand joined from the Raptors in the Phoenix Wright series, and now he's a member of the Hawks in the Kicked in the Nuts series. This will be the last video of the day. As the Hawks, as you can see, just like Toronto, they have bright red uniforms.
I'm not sure they were really in sync offensively. Looked like they got very stagnant out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't pinpoint a lack of effort because I think they tried, Steve. I mean, really, they gave effort, but I think it was just one of those nights where shots weren't falling.
As Kicked in the Nuts has the job of defending Dwight Howard at center.
Right now averaging 7 points a game. Nice movement. Lets it go from deep. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. It's the Hawks ball. 4-point game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And started to get a sense watching that game.
And there he goes, as he scores his first basket on his very first shot, and he completes an objective right off the bat.
The way they splash those threes. And it's the Magic with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Johnson against Nelson. Steps back and fires. You know, a recipe for disaster, Kevin, is letting him get that free near the basket. Johnson, the pass to Young. Here's the quick. Great D that time from Howard.
And this time he missed.
Defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful. Now, here is Nelson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers.
And unfortunately, he allowed a dunk, so he's going to lose. Look, his teammate grade is going to get lowered a little bit. And he got blocked, so his teammate grade went down again.
Let's go to Doris for a few moments ago. Caught up with head coach Larry Drew. And what's the news down there, Doris?
On the defensive end of the court, guys, he said the effort would be anchored by their big men, and he expects to wreak a little havoc in the low post with their shot-blocking prowess. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Doris. So it's mainly Clark and Steve about defense for them early
So,
on.
Well, you know what I mean,
kicked
it's
in the
pretty
nuts, and
simple. If you
unfortunately he
remember,
commits a
if you
turnover to the wrong guy.
That's elementary.
That's his
Particularly
target,
in this game,
Dwight
it makes
Howard.
sense. You establish the defensive end of the floor.
And unfortunately, he also got a leave assignment too, which is pretty serious if you're in the Hawks organization.
Now here's Turkoglu. And Clark slams it in.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's the quick. 10-footer. No good.
That's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
So he's at C-minus, and excuse me,
To Howard.
stop lowering his teammate, great coach. Jeez, he's almost as bad as the
He's trying to wear them down here.
coaches the Pistons in the Max Power series. He has an excuse to lower his,
Don't let him up.
and yet most of the players,
Right now averaging 5 points a game.
He'd like to start this
as
quarter,
boy,
I'm sure.
No
I
rhythm,
guess he
Steve, at
keeps
all.
missing it. Uh-oh, you better get back to, oh my god, he's going the wrong way.
Nelson against Johnson. From deep, Turkoglu. No good. Now Atlanta takes it the other way. Now, here is Young. 11 points.
Or what's his first, is his first name Forever?
Here's the quick. The Hawks.
And there's a bad shot selection there, unfortunately, but
Yeah, he's starting to rush things a little bit, I think.
And that's the instinct you'd like to see, but he'd be better off just slowing things down.
and there's good shot defense, so that is going to help them get back to the C's. And unfortunately, that shot missed. So at the end of the first quarter, it has been all magic. It's 14-4 at the end of the first quarter. Oh, Valentine's Day back over.
Coming up next Tuesday, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs go up against Rudy Gay and the Memphis Grizzlies, live from FedEx Forum. Do not miss it.
Well, it's nothing better than the Valentine's Day version of basketball.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter.
At the end of the first half,
First half is now in the
as the Hawks started to make a comeback here, 33 to 27.
33.
Now it's time for AC at the half.
And welcome to HP at the half, a rivalry game in action. Let's get going. And now, other NBA games in the books from earlier. Let's check them out. At Time Warner Cable Arena, the Bobcats with the win over the Clippers.
Oh, that's
So they end up with
really
the outcome that they
embarrassing,
wanted when it was
Clipper
all
Nation.
sorted
That's
out.
Very embarrassing.
And another game that wrapped up. Boston
Whoa,
ended up with a loss to the
the
76ers
Sixers
in
beat the
Philadelphia.
Celtics.
They ended 8 back.
Wonder how
Look to
likely
bounce back
Bolton
from that.
is.
Paul Pierce led them in scoring. And now here's what's going on in the rest of the association. For the Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena, we find them trailing to Milwaukee. Not exactly a nail-biter out there. That's it here. Now let's send you back to Kevin, Steve,
And the Lakers
Clark, and
are
Doris
up
for the
on
start of
next
the third
night, too.
quarter.
Okay, so that game better be a Laker victory over New York. So now as we get ready to start the second half here, as the Hawks are still down 41-34, whereas kicked in the nuts guy is back in.
Here is Anderson.
Gives it to
Howard
Anderson,
outside.
back in as center. That's Kurt Heinrich is out there wearing the number 6. There's Jefferson. Wait, Jefferson. Is that Al Jefferson? Oh, Richard Jefferson.
Allen against Jefferson. It's a look. The shot by Heinrich, no good.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Jameer Nelson is out there with Duhan. Then it's Malik Alley. Then there's Ryan Anderson. And it's Howard in at the 5. Home in the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Unload from 9. Nice again. And it's good on the layup. Brand's got his first basket of the night.
Those are like 3 points. I mean, great effort. Stay with the play. Continue to fight.
Howard with it. He's got 17. Fires from deep. Now it's Ryan Anderson with the three. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, you can really see the confidence they have from beyond the arc this half. It's visible and palpable.
Unfortunately, his shot got blocked, so his teammate grade went lowered.
Out there knocking down everything. Visible, palpable, and tangible.
The shot by Howard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
As the kick of the Nets guy still misses, and he gets a loose ball foul on him. Really?
So far in the game. Last game matched up with
Even the refs are against him.
I was not impressed at all with their focus. It seemed like they were scattered at both ends of the floor. I think they've got to come out and take this game much more seriously.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Steve. I mean, I like to see teams play good, fast, loose, aggressive basketball, but it's got to be smart, too. And if that style translates into sloppiness and turnovers, then it needs to be scrapped.
shot clock at 6. Oh, and the dunk by Howard.
And unfortunately, he got dunked, kicked to the nuts guy, got dunked over. So he's going to lose more teammate, and now he's a D average. So this is not good for his average.
Here's the quick. 10-footer.
And unfortunately, he missed. So
Well, they built a big lead here so far, and a lot of it has to do with how well they've been rebounding.
Yeah, every time they make a stop, they're securing the rebound, and that's really allowed them to get out to this
and he
lead.
gets a leap assignment again. Jeez.
Lets it go.
And unfortunately, he allowed this guy to score. So
Some slippage defensively here in the second
unfortunately,
half. I mean,
he
I'm not sure
is
if their legs
his
are
teammate
going or
grade
what.
is going to go down to a possibly an F if they keep up like this. And
Howard with the
turnover.
steal.
And I like the aggressiveness defensively, forcing that
Well, he
mistake.
jumped a little early.
Nelson kicks to Howard. Six to shoot. And here's Turkoglu from the arc.
And unfortunately, he allowed him to score again, so he's probably at a D minus.
Here is Heinrich.
Yep, D minus.
For him. Here's
So that
the quick.
means if they allow him in the fourth quarter, they're probably going to get an F.
That'll be his second
And
foul
now
of the
here's
game.
a personal foul on Dwight Howard, his second of the game.
Bang, bang play, but I don't think the defense had position.
Well, that means no free throws. And
And
someone called a timeout apparently.
Checked in for Orlando. Arenas comes in for Jameer Nelson.
That's kicking the nuts, but now do the honors of doing this.
Here's Heinrich.
And he makes a good pass, so his teammate grade's going to go back up a bit.
Here's the double team of Turkoglu.
But that's not saying much.
Here's the quick. Looking to end the drought. It's
And
rebounded
unfortunately,
by
no, it will not happen.
Bass has got his fifth rebound in
He
this
keeps
one.
missing here, as he now has to stop Gilbert Arenas
Outside
for bringing
Arenas.
guns into the locker room.
Here's the feed to Clark. That's good. It's Arenas with the assist. And the Magic lead by 16.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good
As
shooter,
it's kicked
kick
at the
out,
nuts,
the only choice.
continues to suffer.
And here's Heinrich. And he makes good on the layup. Heinrich's got 10 points in the game.
That's a tough matchup, and yet
As he will lose, as at the end of the third with the score, the Magic leads Atlanta 52-38. Now it's time for the advertising. And for Valentine's Day again.
Next Tuesday night, Al Horford
Hey,
and
it's
the Atlanta
us.
Hawks take on Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers.
Aw,
in East
crap.
and West. Be there.
Oh, looks like Kicked in the Nuts will be playing against my team, the Lakers. Oh, no. Well, it's going to be an annual tradition in the Lightning Bolt series. Because he'll be playing with the Celtics.
Here's Arenas. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks.
And unfortunately, Kicked in the Nuts is probably going to he's playing in the fourth. So that's going to be completely devastating right
Even
here.
numbers. Richardson gets
As he
the
draws a foul here, so it's going to be a block foul, so this means he will have, there's going to be no free throws here, which is good for the sake of this review.
Here is
as
Heinrich.
he gets another good pass here. So only a 5 assists, and he should be all set here.
Puts up the baby hook.
And he scores.
That one drops.
So that's 4 points on him on the night.
Inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Richardson the pass to Howard. Shot is blocked. But they recover it. Gets it to go.
And unfortunately, he allowed him to score. So that means he's back at the D-, still at the D- range, but he's not getting close to the F danger zone. And unfortunately, he's going deeper into that zone because he keeps getting his shots are keep getting blocked.
Here's the quick.
So he's going to try and do a different move here by passing.
Young dishes to Heinrich.
And unfortunately, his teammates can't convert.
Nobody near him. They'll normally make that one.
Magic leading by 14. Outside Arenas. Kicks to Bass. Back to Arenas. It's up a 3, and that one's good.
You cannot back that far off of a guy. I mean, I don't care who he is. These guys are pros. They all can shoot. D up.
Here's the quick. Passes it to Brand. Over Howard. No good.
And he still
Double
can't
clutch.
convert.
And it's Orlando's ball. 17-point game.
As soon as I'm done, I think I can watch Chucker Conroy's LP of Super Paper Mario.
That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The Hawks trail by 17. Shot denied.
And it's out of
For the
bounds.
Orlando Magic.
Good job,
So
guys.
the Charlotte format for this game as they take on the Bobcats. And that will be a getaway game for them. A one-game
Oh,
road trip.
Wish and Kick to the Nuts is probably wishing he'll be playing in Orlando.
Malik Allen's checked in for Howard. Clark comes in for Brandon Bass. J.J. Redick's checked in for Quentin Richardson. And it's Duhan in for Gilbert Arenas. And a change for the Hawks. Powell's checked in.
Wait, Chris Paul's with the Magic? No, he's not here. Whoops, that would have been shocking. Not as shocking as Chris Paul joining the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Rebound by the Hawks.
Who I wonder how bad Cleveland is if LeBron wins the championship with Miami.
From 20 feet out. Gets it to go.
And they score. As we score here.
Up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot.
Here's Clark. He passes to Duhan. Lays it in off the
And unfortunately, he allowed him to score. So his teammate Grady's going to go down just a tad bit. Going into the... Hey, I didn't hit the 8 button. How is that a bad call for a pass?
Jason Richardson pulls.
So he's getting closer and closer into the F zone.
Redick with the 3. Shot no good. Now Atlanta takes it the other way. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, and how about the air confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Now Duhan. Here's the step back. That's good. And the Magic.
So that's the end of the second. That's the timeout called, and it's 61-42. The next timeout has been called on the E. Jeez, I should have checked first.
Very good showing.
As Kick to the Nuts has been moved to center. What?
And the Magic making
He's always the center. Where was he the first time?
Then for the Hawks.
Guess I must have found some sort of a glitch.
And Wesley Johnson is subbed for Al Horford. Here's the quick. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Duhan with the ball. Here's Clark. Dishes to Allen. He's against Brand. Out of bounds.
And it's
Keep possession.
Magic ball still. Ugh.
Checked in for Brandon Bass.
With less than a minute to go. As shot clock violation in 2-1. No, but
Second shot opportunity. And that one's good by Clark.
They have really been a group of glass eaters out there today, fellas. I mean, just devouring any and all rebounds.
And I think that's the difference in the game right now. A double-digit lead in that category.
Stolen. Here's Orlando now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And here is Duhan. Clock at 6. He's guarded by Johnson. Fades away. Duhan's shot is good.
and that is it. This game's pretty much over here, and so is this episode, because this game has really gone out of hand. As right now, as Kicked in the Nuts is, he knows time is running short. As look at this, he gets an assist, so he is pulling out of the danger zone. So there's no way he's gonna get an F unless for some reason he gets on a leave assignment that takes almost all of his teammate right away at this point, but I doubt that. But the bad news is the Hawks lose by 20. He loses over 1,000 skill points. He had 0 to begin with, so what's the point? So now that should just about do it for this episode of the Kicked in the Nuts My Player series. Check in tomorrow. We will do the Red Trolley Car Newsy show, and we'll be filming the new Matterhorn, and I'm still not saying what they did. But first, post-game press conference time. Once again,
The team struggled to stay in the game tonight, and the final score ended up not being even close. Do you think there was anything you or the team could have done differently to change the outcome?
Nah, not really. I mean, like Kobe says, we just wet the bed tonight. A nice big one, too. One of the ones you can't put a towel over. Not one of our best efforts by any stretch, but you have to roll with the punches, move on, and get back out there again next time. When everything goes wrong, and it's not one little thing that pushed you over the edge, it's a lot easier to just put it aside and move on to the next game. And that's what we got to try to do here.
so the Hawks are at 500, so that should just about do it. Come back next time for possibly the season finale of the Kicked in the Nuts My Player series. Later, folks.